And now, The Very Late Show with your host, the one and only Ricky Glassman.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The Very Late Show. I'm your host, Ricky Glassman, and I've got the latest scoops for you, fresh from our very real and definitely up-to-date newsroom. Let's start with tonight's first news. A new virtual currency called Bitcoin is gaining attention online. Apparently, someone just used 10,000 of them to buy 2 pizzas. If you ask me, that pizzeria just made the worst deal of the decade. This whole cryptocurrency thing, it'll never catch on. I mean, internet money? Let's be serious. It's not like people will ever trade real money for that. Everybody buying those stupid fake coins should resell them immediately before their value drops to zero. France now, where Louis XIV reigns as an absolute monarch ruling with unmatched grandeur. He's even planning on building an entire palace at Versailles so he doesn't have to live in Paris with, the plebs. This kind of despotic rule surely won't create any deep resentment towards monarchy in, say, the next 100 years. Nope, French people will love kings forever. Big news in Bavaria, where the so-called Illuminati order has officially been shut down. A very serious and very real secret society, founded to promote reason and enlightenment, that lasted about 10 years. Anyway, now that they are totally extinct, it is safe to say that no one will ever mention them again. Definitely not the kind of group that'll inspire centuries of conspiracy theories, best-selling thrillers, or weird YouTube documentaries. By the way, what even is YouTube? Finally, we've got a winner. After weeks of suspense and countless failed attempts, the famous riddle posed by the Sphinx has finally been solved. And the lucky one is Oedipus, a young traveler from Thebes whose parents abandoned him as a baby to avoid a strange prophecy. As a reward, he'll now be crowned king of Thebes and will marry the lovely Queen Jocasta, whose husband tragically died just a few days ago in what can only be described as history's first record case of chariot road rage. Truly a happy ending. It is said that when Oedipus won, he couldn't believe his eyes. There is, of course, a slight age gap between the two. In fact, she could be his mother. Which, according to experts, remains a very controversial use of a trombone. And now Instagram, the brand new social network for photographers. Finally, a place for real art, portraits, landscapes, creative shots, just pure photography. No way it's going to end up being mostly people posting pictures of their lunch or close-ups of their butts. Nope, definitely not. Never going to happen. Wait, what do you mean that's my algorithm? National tragedy now. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy has been assassinated in Dallas. Authorities have already identified the lone gunman, who acted alone. The investigation is swift, the facts are clear, and the public can rest assured. There's no reason to doubt the official version of events, and I'm sure no one will. The rest of the Kennedy family remains safe and sound. Surely, nothing else will happen to them. This is the kind of tragedy that only happens once. Great news, everyone. We've just invented language. From now on, no more grunts or random hand-waving. All you need to do is string together these things called words, sprinkle in a couple of verbs, and boom, you're talking. Of course, most of you probably have no idea what I'm saying right now, but trust me, give it a little time, and soon this will be everywhere, and everyone on Earth will talk the same language and understand each other perfectly. Breaking news. It's official. The Great War is over. After years of absolute carnage, trench foot, and mustaches full of mud, peace has finally returned to Europe. One thing's for sure, now that we've seen how bad it can get, there's no way we'll ever do that again. Also, can we please stop calling it World War I? I mean, adding a number kinda implies there's gonna be a sequel. And who on earth would want that? Certainly not Germany.